Right, guys, we are live. We are live. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, education, and motivation to keep your day and week going strong. Let me know when you guys jump on so I can say hello. Today, we're going to talk about how to break away from mediocrity and come into your greatness. Okay. And I'm going to give you four psychological traps that'll keep you in mediocrity in all aspects of your life, your business, your health, your relationships, all aspects of your life, and what to do about them. So make sure as you come on here, you're letting me know that you're here. And guys, let me know that you can hear me and see me. I want to make sure that I am indeed live. Maybe I should check that just to be sure that I am in fact live until somebody comes in and tells me, because I would hate not to be live in the right place, which sometimes does happen. It can happen. So let's check it out real quick. Let me go into my group here and find you guys. Elite Marketing Pro. All right. And now, can you hear me and see me okay? Everything good, guys? Wendy, how are you? Good to see you. Can you guys hear me and see me okay in the EMP group? Want to make sure, because I'm not finding this on my phone really easily. All right, awesome. Thank you, Annalie. Appreciate that. Great to be here, guys. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Bob Clarke. I guess you could say that Chef Katrina and I were the founders of the Daily Dose of Awesome, although that sounds a little bit too self-important. But back in the day, a few years back, when we talked about it and thought this was something the EMP community could really use, Chef and I kind of grabbed the ball and ran with it. And I got to tell you, in the beginning, we were doing conference calls. So I couldn't really know who was on and who wasn't. And this is a much, much better platform. And, back then, Chef and I were kind of the only two doing it. Then some other people joined in. Fernie and Tim, the other guys joined in. But back in the day, Chef and I would call each other and say, what should we talk about today? And kind of plan out the week between the two of us. So now you guys have a host of amazing people here on the Daily Dose of Awesome, training you guys daily, Monday to Friday. It's a huge resource. So I hope you guys are taking advantage of it. JT has taken this system and this whole thing and just blown it up, and it's amazing to what's going on. So little shout outs here. Annalie, good to see you. Thank you so much. Wendy is here. Noella, Danielle, nice to see you. Make sure you come in and say hi, guys, when you're coming in here. And today we're going to talk about, I was looking back on your Daily Dose of Awesome. So I come on here once a month, maybe twice, just to keep going, because I love this community so much. I love to come back and give back. But I was looking at some of the previous Daily Dose of Awesomes this month, and you guys are getting incredible training. And a lot of it is technical stuff and ads and marketing, and that's really good. That's really great for you guys. Being an EMP, it's just what you need. But sometimes you got to take a step back. And sometimes you got to take a step back, and you got to look at what's going on inside. All right, what's going on inside, which can be more important sometimes than your actual, what's going on outside your results. What's going inside your mind that could be sabotaging your success. So that's kind of what I want to talk to today. I want to talk about four psychological traps that will keep you in mediocrity and kind of keep you stuck and not achieving your greatness. Okay, now, show of hands here, maybe just say yes. How many of you guys feel like you're playing small in your business? And by playing small, I mean not doing all that you can. Okay, not reaching your potential. Probably, if we're going to be truthful, the answer is yes for all of us, right? There's aren't that many people that I know of who are truly hitting their greatness, hitting their stride in all aspects of their life, all aspects of their business. We tend to play small, all right? And I think we do that mostly for, well, it could be a couple things. I think it could be because it's easier, and also because it's safer. It's safer to play small. You're not putting yourself out there. You're not risking things, money, time, what other people think of you. You're not risking. So it's easier to play small. It's easier to stay mediocre, even though you say you don't want to. It's easier to stay that way. And this is what I'm going to talk about today are things that, in my experience, okay, have always kind of kept me back, and what I've had to push through over the years to finally break into what I consider my greatness. And listen, your greatness is going to be different from my greatness. Okay, when I say your greatness could be, a $2 million a year business. Your greatness could be just make an extra $500 to pay off the car bill this month to help out your spouse and your family. Your greatness might be making enough money in your business so you can stay home with your kids. Right? Your greatness will depend on you, and there's absolutely no judgment here. Your greatness is your greatness, and only you know what that is. So today we're going to talk about why aren't you there, right? What's stopping you? And we're going to talk mostly about business, but also some things about life, because the stuff I'm going to talk to you about today is something it's something that affects all aspects of your life. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me just say a few more hellos here. Samra, Danielle, Pamela, Angel, and Annalie, all these people are here. It's great to have you all here. If you're watching live, thank you so much for coming on. If you're watching the recording, type in the comments replay so I know that you watched. And guys, I go through and I answer all comments at the end within a couple hours of this finishing. So if you have a question, I don't always see it. This thing kind of goes by pretty fast. So if you have a question, ask it in the comment box, in the chat box. I'll do my best to get to it. If I don't, I certainly will answer your question when I'm done and looking at the comments after the live. Okay, so let's get to it. 4 psychological traps that can keep you in mediocrity and away from your greatness. And I think you're going to recognize these as I say them, but maybe you haven't thought about them as kind of traps. Okay, number 1, it's not working or it stopped working. Okay, it's not working or it stopped working. So what I mean, the first part, it's not working. Many times we give up on something way too soon. Right? We give up on something saying it's not going to work, where in essence, we just haven't given it the time. Okay, so for example, I'm in a YouTube challenge right now. And I saw a guy train who is crushing it with YouTube right now. However, he showed a really cool graphic where for the first 3-4 months, he was stuck getting very little traffic on his videos, very few views, not much comments, not much of anything on his videos. Okay, but kept pumping them out every single day, well, almost every day, right? Pumping them out. 1 month went by, not much. 2 months went by, not much. 3 months went by, not much. And then the 4th month, all of a sudden, a blip. Up, some traffic, some views, some comments, some sales kicked in the next month after that. Okay, and most people, and I'm including myself in here, okay? Most people, after that 2nd month, certainly after the 3rd month, would have said, you know what, this isn't working. This isn't working, and I need to find something else, okay? And it comes down to belief in what you're doing that will ultimately lead to success. And belief stems from who you're listening to. Here at EMP, you're listening to some amazing mentors and coaches. So you can have a belief that you know what they're teaching works, because countless of other people have had success before. So it's just a matter of you getting in there and doing what they say, doing it over and over again until the results kick in, right? And I think this is the universe's way of sorting out who's really serious and who isn't, right? That's my belief. Because if success happened right away, everybody'd be successful, right? And the meaning would be less. But success doesn't happen right away. In fact, sometimes success happens way down the road. And this is kind of, in my view, it's the universe's way of testing you to see how serious you are, how badly you want it. So it's not working, okay, is a trap that you'll hear yourself maybe say to yourself after you tried something for a while and it hasn't been happening for you. The results aren't happening. Anybody ever have that? Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had that happen to you. I know I have. I have been guilty in the past of trying something for a while and moving on because I thought it didn't work. And mostly it happened because I didn't really have the belief in what I was doing, or I thought I was doing it wrong. Where in reality, I just haven't let it go long enough to see the results, right? It happens in all aspects. Happens in blogging, right? Sometimes in blogging, you know, people would just start blogging, even though they're really good bloggers. It takes a while to get that readership. And if you give up before, you're giving up on a lot of good stuff, right? A lot of good results. The other part of it's not working is it stopped working. Okay, now here, this is when you see a blip of results, okay? You start to see some results. You're saying, great, this is fantastic. This is working. I love it. Let's explode this thing. You get all psyched. You're really going for it. And all of a sudden, your results drop off again, right? And you go down into here again, into this level down here. Not good, right? Not good. And you start to think, okay, what changed? What did I do wrong? What's happening here? And if you've ever read the book by Seth Godin called The Dip, this is a well-documented phenomenon in many aspects of life where you get an initial rise in results and then it dips down, right? And it will ultimately come back up if you keep going. But there's always a dip. Not always, but a lot of times there's a dip. And this dip is what, to me, separates the men from the boys, okay, if you will. I'm not being sexist here, but you know what I mean. It's what separates out the super serious from the wannabes. Because you get a little bit of success, goes to your head. When you see the dip, lots of people bail when they see the dip, or they go off and try something else, or they think, what am I doing wrong? Again, it comes down to belief. Stick here in EMP, you will have the belief, right? But this kind of stuff is, it just happens. So I don't know which way the comments are going, up or down. I don't know if I can see them all or not. I guess I'm seeing them. All right, so you guys getting value for the Scott is here. Awesome, Scott. How are you? My buddy Scott. Angel is here. Angel says, still do it, I think. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is not a one-time thing for me either. All right, this stuff is coming from my experience because I've done it. I know. So I'm not judging. And you shouldn't judge yourself. You shouldn't feel bad. This is all part of growing up in your business and in life. Just understand this stuff. So it's not working. It stopped working. Okay. I got to move, man. I'm already 12 minutes in. Okay. Number 2, this looks better. Okay. This is kind of related to number 1. It's an offshoot of number 1. This is, buying into the sexy. Okay. It's the shiny objects. And I know you guys have heard all about this, but I'm going to implore you to think about them again, because this is a trap to your success. It's a trap to keep you in mediocrity. It's a trap to keep you away from your greatness. Buying the sexy, something new that comes along. Here's the thing. Another good book recommendation called The Slight Edge from Jeff Olson. Okay, The Slight Edge is a great book. I read it. So I've read it 3 times now. I think I'm going to read it every year. And basically what it comes down to is there's a small series of things that you do in anything you want to be successful in. There's a small series of things you do that bring you from no results up to success, right? But what happens is a lot of times we do that, and then for whatever reason, we stop doing those things. We stop doing them, all right? And it makes no sense. But sometimes it's shiny objects. Something else comes along. Maybe these little things aren't giving us success as fast as we want, okay? Or sometimes, honestly, we just get distracted by life and we forget to do these things again. They haven't become habits yet, all right? So, for example, let's go to different aspects, not just business. In weight loss, in your health, okay? You can do small things every day to help yourself lose weight, right? You can eat better, right? You can take a 15-minute, 20-minute walk every day, right? And gradually over time, you start to see some results, right? And for whatever reason, we stop doing those things and we go back to where we were, right? They're not hard things. They're easy things to do, okay? In business, it's, doing what I call your money task, doing that thing every day to grow your business, right? That thing that will most likely give you results. Doing it every day. It's not hard. It could be prospecting 3 people, right? It could be placing an ad or reviewing the ad and see how it's doing, right? It could be something very, very simple in your business that you do every day that starts giving you results, but for some reason you get away from it. And it's a psychological trap that something's sexier, something's better, something's going to give me results faster. Where in reality, if we just kept doing those simple little things every day, our results would not only go up, but eventually would go up exponentially. But we stopped doing them. All right? It's a trap. It's a trap. Okay. Trap number 3, nobody knows how bad I have it. Okay. I just heard my buddy Ray Higdon talk about this in one of his videos. You got to play the hand you're dealt, right? You got to play the hand you're dealt. Everybody has excuses. Everybody has reasons why they can't get things done. All right. For me, it's my busy schedule. And I play the age card. I'm going to tell you, I play the age card. I'm too old for this kind of stuff. And I fight that, right? For somehow in my subconscious, that got into my head. So I fight that, right? The excuses can come. But here's the thing, all right? Ray also said this, and he's so right. There's always somebody else out there who has it worse than you, who's getting more results than you. And I know that hurts, and I know you want to fight back at me with that. And then I know you want to tell me, you want to give me a list of why you can't do stuff, and I'm not judging you. That list is valid. I get it, but you got to push through, because there's always somebody out there who's doing it and has it worse than you. You know, who has more kids at home, you know, who works more hours than you, who has a worse disease than you do. There are always people worse off than you who are getting results. So you got to think, okay, then why am I letting it stop me? Right? It's a trap. It's justification. Let's get to number 4. Oh, before I get to number 3, here's something I need you to write down. Okay, and maybe you even want to tweet this out or something, because it's a key. Excuses is your subconscious's way of justifying your mediocrity. Let me repeat that. Excuses is your subconscious way of justifying your mediocrity. I urge you to go onto your Facebook wall today and post that and see what kind of response you get. You might get plus and minus. Some people will be like, right on, you're right. And other people will be like, you don't understand my problems, right? And then you have a chance to have some conversations here. But excuses is your subconscious's way of keeping you and justifying your mediocrity. And that's what it is. It's keeping you safe, right? It's keeping you from getting way out of your comfort zone and maybe risking stuff. It's keeping you from your greatness. Okay, your excuses are keeping you from your greatness. Everybody has excuses. I do, you do, everybody does. And some of them are really good ones. But like I said, there's always somebody out there with who's worse off than you, who are getting results. So you got to break through. Okay, the last one, I won't spend a lot of time on it because I've talked about it before, I think even here. The last trap is I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Complacency and a lack of urgency are the 2 worst weapons for people who aren't with their back against the wall. Okay, if your back is against the wall, you got to make money, you got to get results. That puts you in a different class, right? You got to do things. You got to break out of your comfort zone. There's no way out, right? Your back is against the wall. You got to do it. But for the majority of us, that's not our story, right? Maybe our bills are getting paid by a job we have or a job our spouse has, right? So maybe we're not against the wall financially. We're not against the wall emotionally, right? We're not against the wall spiritually. We're comfortable and we're complacent because of that comfort. So it's a really super powerful trap that our mind, our subconscious plays on us, is that I can do that tomorrow. I can do that tomorrow. And we got to watch for that, guys. We got to watch for that language coming out of our mouth or in our thoughts, because that's our subconscious's way of keeping us in mediocrity. All right. I know this is stuff you probably don't want to hear, maybe, but I hope you like it. I hope you're getting value. Are you guys getting value? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up or some wows, or whatever it is that you guys do to show approval. Let me know that you're getting value from this and I'm on the right track, because this, guys, and again, there's no judgment. I understand, because I've gone through each and every one of these more than once, right? And it's only till I realized that this was really my subconscious playing against me that I was able to grow more and become a better marketer, a better person in my life. It only happened that way. So these 4 triggers, all right, these 4 triggers, it's not working or it stopped working. This looks better over here, the shiny object, the excuses, or the complacency, right? These traps, how do you fight them? How do you fight them? Well, number one is what you're doing today by watching this video is you're becoming aware. Become really aware of your thoughts and your words about these kind of things so that you can identify what's going on. You can take power over these traps just by becoming aware of them, right? Most people go through life not even knowing what's going on, right? They don't even know that they're falling victim to their subconscious. They just go through life, blah, 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 you know. They go through life and, you know, they're on autopilot. They're just getting through the day, right? Even people in business, just getting through the day, just trying to get through, you know. And I hear people say, hey, how was your day? I got through it. That makes me sad, right? You gotta be getting from the day, right? But listen, I know we get tired, we get complacent, and sometimes it is. And you know, I have days where I'm getting through the day, so I'm not judging. Awareness is the number one thing, and then the second thing, once you're aware of these, then you fight back. Okay, then you fight back. Then you recognize, hey, maybe it's not that this thing isn't working. Maybe I haven't given it enough time yet. Maybe I got to keep going, right? Or maybe this shiny object really isn't better. I got to have the belief in what I'm doing. Or maybe my excuses are a bunch of BS, and I need just to get up there and get on my computer and get going, right? Or maybe I got to create some artificial deadlines so that I'm not complacent. Or maybe I have to you know, just figure my way out of that box, out of that trap, right? So awareness, number one, and then fighting back is number two. Once you're aware, you can fight back, you can break through, and you can get out of your mediocrity. Because a lot of us are stuck in that pot of mediocrity. In fact, I would think almost all of us, because almost all of us can be better than where we are now. And I think we can all agree on that. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this daily dose of awesome. If you have, leave me a comment, let me know. Again, I'll go back through here. I have a hard time scrolling through all these comments here and seeing what you guys do, but Joy says she can relate to it. Annalise says she needs to be reminded of this. That's awesome. Scott says awareness. Yes, absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I know you're busy. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will see you on my next video, on my next daily dose of awesome. Have a great day. Bye-bye.